Now baby, don't it feel better? Let's make tonight a sweet love letter. Now baby, don't it feel better? Better, better, better. Now baby, don't it feel better? Let's make tonight a sweet love letter. Let's make love to love.
Good love is good.
in the house, baby, don't you feel better? Good love is good medicine to take the stress away, baby. Good love is good medicine. Good love, good love.
Get down with you. People wanna get down with you.
some talk and music, and of course we've been away for a little while. Glad you can join us. Joyce, Grizz, and Ray is here with me, and good to be back and good to see you guys. How you guys doing?
Yes, it is. I'm doing great.
It's good.
How's this holiday season
Doing
treating you? It's the holiday season. How's it treating you guys?
Well,
Well,
yeah,
showing off with some
Yeah.
it's here. That's about all I can say. No,
It's good to be alive.
yeah, it's just good to be alive and family and all.
Amen.
These
That's true.
of course, that's the reason why I've been gone, because I've been having some problems with family illnesses and people in the hospital
Yeah,
and all that
sorry
kind of
to hear
stuff.
that.
Yeah, but it looked like everything's on the mend. Things are looking up. So, but we're back. I'm back anyway. How you guys? What's been going on in you guys' lives?
Well, like my mom and them used to say, I can't complain. As I got a busy season with gigs, private and public gigs, between Hope Mansion New Year's Big Gala and Dallas Jazz Series. I'm part of that. It's like a 3-day event, 2 days, starts 2 days before New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like the 30th, 31st, like 29th, 30th, and 31st. And I'm on the 29th. So, and I would have been on the 31st, but I was already booked. And I'm kind of sad because there's a saxophone player I've never met, talked to her, Jasmine, I think it's Gant. And Dallas Jazz Series wants to do something with women of jazz playing it, but I was already booked, so I'm not sad about that. But I love, because we did the Tina Turner tribute,
Right.
and that's Lala Johnson's baby. She she produced it, everything. She did everything.
Okay.
And I'm happy to do this with her. But it was 10-piece all-female band, and you guys, it was just awesome. And I think we're gonna be booked at a festival next summer, because the city of Louisville loves to do tribute bands. It seems to be on the rise, at least in DFW. I mean, maybe somebody in the chat room can tell us what's going on in their city. But it seems to be tribute bands have become popular. And if I knew how to play drums and percussions like Sheila E., I would have run with that. But girlfriend ain't got it like that.
Well.
Now, Joyce, who was the girl that you was? What's her name? Jazz? What's her last name?
I think it's Gant. Don't quote me on that. I think I got it right. But
She's a saxophone player, right?
Yeah, she's saxophone
player. She was just here at the at Arts and Letters about a week or so ago.
I knew about it after the event. I didn't hear anything about it, and it was because my friend Rob Hobart posted something. I was like, I didn't even know she was in town, but that happens. I don't know what it is. I think what happens really is the cost of advertisement is so expensive that you have to balance it out, if you will. So, and a lot of, not a lot, but several of the venues here prefer to book people from out of town. And that's cool.
Yeah.
But you got expense of that, and then you got to like some have found out they booked a group that's sort of well known, but the event was a flop because people here really didn't know them. It's hard to be an event coordinator or that's not event coordinator. Well, that's one, a promoter to do these shows, because you run the risk. I even suggested that maybe some artists may need a slight paradigm shift and be part of the promotion. Both, that you both come together and aggressively pursue. But if you're Taylor Swift, of course you don't have to do it.
Right.
I mean, Beyonce, but Joyce Spencer is not Beyonce or Taylor Swift, so it's incumbent upon me to be, I feel, part of the promo and let people know through social network, email blasts, and what have you, where I'm going to be, buy tickets or what have you. Because I have I realized about 9-10 years ago I have this 10% rule that if how many people you invite, only 10% may show up. If you have 10% show up, that's like 100%. So if you want 100 people there, you need to invite at least you know what I mean, 1,000. You know what I mean? You have to really be aggressive about that. So, and the decision making, should I pay Facebook to boost the post? Should I do this? What should I do? And I think that has become a challenge now because advertising is not cheap. Buy radio ads. So.
Right.
Well, you look at it like this, George. Now, in Oklahoma, they have the cassette, and which is, entertainment all over the city.
What is cassette? A venue or a tape?
No, it's a newspaper. It's an entertainment paper.
Oh, it's called cassette or gazette?
Gazette. Which one is it, G?
Oh, you talking about the one here in Oklahoma? Talking about the Gazette?
Yeah,
Gazette.
Gazette. Yeah, whatever.
With the G?
Yeah.
With the G.
With the G. Okay.
Gazette.
A cassette. That's okay.
I'm sorry, Mac. I was way, in the sphere of that sort. But I'm with you now, my brother.
Yeah. I know. I don't know what it's called here, but I remember seeing it in the paper here, and they pretty reasonable, for as
really?
yeah, and it's the entertainment section, and that's how you get, which is, less cost and stuff like that, because people go, they still go on the paper, they still buy the paper, so they're gonna look for entertainment that's in the city,
Okay.
especially out of town people.
Does the Gazette, is it in Dallas as well?
No, I don't know. It's in the, I don't know. What's that paper? What's the name of the paper? The Dallas Times or something like that?
The name of the Dallas paper?
Yeah, what is the name of that newspaper?
Dallas Morning News?
Yeah, well, they have the entertainment section in that paper. Or,
Okay.
Like I said,
But people
I have
really
been out.
read the paper anymore. I don't. I go blind.
Yeah, people still read the paper. People still read the paper. Now, when you go up to the little newsstand, little stands that's sitting out there on the curb, they have cars, you want to buy a car, they have that number cars, they have something with nothing but houses. They got some in there, nothing but entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we try that. I guess, right now I'm just trying to get through this month, all the events I have this month, and then next year, reevaluate. How do because has anybody else ever tried this in a chat line and on Skype here? Have you ever tried boosting your posts on Facebook or Instagram? And was it successful? Did you get any success? Because I'm curious about that.
I've never tried it.
I tried it. It didn't nothing happen. I just spent money just to be spending money. So.
I've tried it a few times and I didn't get any sales from it.
Okay, then that's what I'm saying. I think you're wasting your time and your money dealing with Facebook. Where does that go?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and speaking of Facebook, I just kind of want to get this off my chest a little bit because we've been kind of experiencing some issues with playing music now on this platform through Facebook and even on YouTube a little bit too as well, because 2 or 3 weeks ago, before we took our break, I did a stream. Well, we did that last stream, of course, but when we did that stream, I noticed after the stream was over, and then I pull up the video, the playback video, and there's a message that pops up that says this video is partially muted due to copyright music or what have you. And so this is becoming an issue where, we're not going to be able to almost, play music now through the platform unless we go through some type of special. I don't know what we have to do. I mean, I don't know who you would contact as far as on Facebook as far as that goes, because they got everything filtered out to where nobody wanted to talk to anybody. You got to go through these forums and try to figure out, or maybe go watch a video over at YouTube or something to find out what they did, or something. But and then on YouTube, I noticed last week one of the videos did have a block message next to it, and it gave me an option to dispute the reasoning for being blocked, which when it said block, the video was actually playing. So I don't know if it was actually really, it may have been blocked for a little while, because I do know that normally it takes about an hour or two before the video processes where it's ready to play back on YouTube. And on that time, it took actually I don't know if it took a day. I think it actually took a day or two before I actually saw it pop up, and then it was able to be played. But it did have a message about copyright music. So, and for those that don't know, YouTube actually December the 10th, they are going to be going on with their new rules and regulations with a few different things. The main thing I think was something about this organization COPA. It's something to do with the Protection Kids Right or something. But anyway, that's happening, and then some other rules and regulations, which I'm sure copyrights has to do with it too. But they're proceeding on with that. So, and they keep bringing up the messages about, trying to find out what these new rules all about. I read through some of it, but it's, it's real long. You know how they do when they come out with all that stuff.
Differing right now.
Well, is YouTube connected with Facebook?
No,
In some sense?
no, that's a separate entity.
Oh, is this separate entity?
Each other.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's right. YouTube is with Microsoft now, something like that, I think.
Do what now?
With Microsoft, like Microsoft Outlook, YouTube, Skype.
Yeah, Microsoft is Skype. That they want
Yeah, I
to
know
take
about
over
that, but not YouTube.
No, YouTube's not. That's a whole separate operation there. But just to let everybody know, that's what's going on. So there's going to be some issues to kind of some mountains to kind of go over. I'm still trying to figure out the procedure. If there's a form or license that I need to get, or all this kind of stuff.
Right.
So.
Okay, my question is this. Say you got the information, you got the release from the artist that you're playing, and submit those releases that you're able to play that music on YouTube or Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds too much like right.
Well,
And YouTube
yeah.
may not care. You know what I mean? I can sign a release, broadcast release forms. They're out there, and yes, we could get those. But where would you submit it? Gary just said they have the logistics of just, you ask one question and they send you to one article, to another one, to a community. So but I've noticed that for years, that once a company becomes huge, the customer service goes down, and they rely on community pages to get help. You just can't call and say, hey, I need tech support or anything like that.
Right.
But you would think, what I would suggest, that they would ask my opinion, YouTube, when you add this language that says, it's muted because of copyright issues, you can give them a list of things where to get a license. Here's a link if you need a license to do it or what have you. Because I'm sure you need a sync license. I did see somewhere that per cover song is $10. That's kind of a lot. But how do radio stations do it? They play a ton of songs. If they had to pay $10 for every song, that would be kind of expensive.
Now they don't pay that. I don't think they pay that much, because because BMI, ASCAP, and CSAC, all of them, they have to report to each one of those agencies. Then that agency decide how much royalties that person would get, when their music is played. So that's how that.
But you're talking about
works.
online. And who monitors on? And I can't think of the name now. The online monitoring of music. Y'all, what's the name of the PRO that is online? I can't think of it. That
I
monitor.
think
And then
I'm
you
at the
got like Goldfish who checks YouTube for you to see how many plays. But that's something to look into, how to do that. Because I see a YouTube channel that plays smooth jazz 24/7. And I haven't checked it lately after the new rules, but that wouldn't be interesting to check. If they're still doing it, then there has to be a way. And I doubt if this person who owns this channel is paying a sync fee for each and every song.
I doubt that too.
If that's the case, go to Spotify and charge them $10 for every time they play our music, but they split a penny. So it just sounds unfair that big companies like Spotify and Pandora, they pay very little royalty for each song played. So how are they going to charge us $10 a song, if you know what I mean? So if they can do it, then we should be able to do it too. I don't know.
Well, I think I'm gonna check with Joe Cool, because Joe is telling me about he be talking so fast, so I can't never remember every daggum thing he be saying anyway.
Slow down, Joe.
Because Joe might be full of it too, full of them old English eights. Them 8 balls are called. So, but he's getting around that somehow. And he told me about it, but I can't remember how he put it. But, like I said, this format that G is doing is totally different from what he's doing over here that I do know. But it's got to be a way, because these artists they file, which we know is copyrighted. Got copyright on it, but it's something that we have to get a release from them.
A broadcast release form. But where do you submit it? Mm-hmm. And that's fine. I don't think you're going to have a problem getting them to an artist to sign the broadcast release form.
You're right.
But how do you submit it? Because that's another layer of logistics that Gary has to deal with, or Gris, whoever, But I mean, if we have to do it, we have a 2-hour show with music. I guess you just have to get broadcast release forms. Right. But the thing is, that's not a problem. Is where do you send it? And you that
would be the problem where you send it to them, because, like I said, once you send it to them, let it sit somewhere in the queue, waiting for them to get it. Then again, they may never go in the queue to pull it up out the queue.
Right.
That's just being lazy, I think.
Stop picking your teeth, dude, on the air. Come on.
I'm not feeling teeth. I'm just biting on something. I ain't taking no teeth.
Because you were using the
that was funny.
No, I just stuck it in there. No, I'm actually biting on it.
It better not be that. What do you call that cigarette substitute thing? Vapor?
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know anything about the vapor.
Sick.
I smoke cigarettes. I don't. I don't.
Well, the purpose of this vapor smoking thing was for people trying to stop smoking. They could do this. It was supposed to be safe. It turned out it's just as bad as cigarettes, and people are dying and getting real sick. So it's not better than cigarettes at all.
It's not. I thought about it, but I ain't fooling with that. I tried the patches. Patches didn't work. and I'm scared of that. What the shanties they call it? It's another one. Shoot.
I tend not to remember things. See, I'm not a smoker, so I don't even focus on it or think.
They advertise that all on TV, but
Really?
they advertise that stuff on TV all the time. But anyway, it's got a lot of side effects to it. That it probably puts you in depression. When it first came out, people was killing themselves because it was taking.
Really?
Yes.
Sounds like something narcotic. You know what I mean? I don't understand how. I wish I could remember. Maybe somebody in the chat line remembers what is this called, but it's like a vapor puffing cigarette substitute. It has made so many people sick and people lost their lives.
You talking about?
You can't tell me you didn't know something was wrong with your product.
Look here,
How can you not know?
They knew.
You know what I mean? People have lost it. It's just like the lettuce. Was it romaine lettuce?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now they have a report. They said, I don't care if you're not getting sick eating it. Nobody eat it. How bad is it that the government has stepped forward with notices saying, do not buy it? We walked into a fast food restaurant and we were going to just get some salad and had a sign on the door, we do not serve romaine lettuce. So, and people have died from E. coli,
Yeah, that happens a lot too. It seems like seasonally. It's just happening all the time now.
That's been happening quite regular with the romaine, period.
Exactly. Well, when are you guys going to get it right? One thing I appreciate about Bluebell ice cream, they discovered the issue within house. And when they discovered it, they shut everything down.
Took care of it.
And it took them months. And some wealthy person came through with a few $1 million to help them regroup. But I think that that's better than saying, just go ahead and send that ice cream out. People may not get sick, take that risk. And then people lose their lives and you've lost your credibility forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, let's take a music break, and then when we come back, we're going to have another friend join us in the conversation. So I want you guys to keep it locked right here, and we'll be right back. So keep it locked. Don't go anywhere.
Crazy. what it is, y'all. What it is, y'all. This be the universal question. We seek the answer.
Picture the world with me. This is what I see. Justice, equality, racial harmony. What can one person do? I'm one, you make two. I will stand with you. Together we are better. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood bleeds red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my brother, for you. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood beats red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my sister, for you. Picture the world with me. This is what I see. No war, no poverty, ethnocultural harmony. I heard one person say, love will make the way for peace and equality. This encourages me. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood beats red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my brother, for you. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood bleeds red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my sister, for you.
Yeah, we're thinking globally, we're acting locally. Want somebody, tell me what it is. Yo, acting like that does not bend, but if you bend your mind, you just might find a friend.
Find a friend. What is color? What is race? Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood beats red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my brother, for you. What is color? What is race? Sweet love. Would you like me better if we had the same face? My blood beats red, my heart beats true. With so much love, my sister, for you.
The kiss. The email thread. Not often speechless, however, the honeydew on my lips seems to have sealed them together, as I can't seem to part them to coherency. But allow me to secrete as best I can. I'm digging the feeling, so concealing nothing, trusting that dark places will shine in the light. With cover blown, I peep the unknown to make discoveries of a spiritual kind. Thoughts provoked, the wanting and the needing. My mind's eye can't resist a deeper look. Anticipation can be friend or foe, and the depth of a kiss cannot be measured prematurely. One never knows which way the wind will blow, whether it be in your face aggressively pushing you back or at your back gingerly pushing you forward. Oh, I too reminisce the kiss, and it was bliss. Spent time, don't mind, 'cause my mind is left spent. Oh, and by the way, I'm pleasantly uncommon, uncommonly delicious.
Sometimes love comes and goes away. Every time I think just how much you mean to me. Oh, I have kept my faith in us all this time, understanding how much it's meant to be. Yeah, I appreciate what we have. There is no turning back. Celebrate, two as one. Life has just begun. Celebrate the love we share. Celebrate everywhere. We can do this all night long. Celebrate you and me. Love will be eternally. There's no way we can go wrong. Let's take a ride on the road to paradise. It'll lead us on the right path to you and I. So let's take our time and make it right, because this is what we've dreamed of all the time. We appreciate what we have. There is no turning back. Celebrate, two as one. Life has just begun. Celebrate the love we share. Celebrate everywhere. We can do this all night long. Come on now. Celebrate you and me. Love will be eternally. There's no way we can go wrong. Come on, take my hand. Let's get to moving, moving. Gonna make it last forever, yeah. We don't have to rush, cause we have all night. Let's celebrate all through our lives. Celebrate the love we share. Celebrate everywhere. We can do this all night long. We can do it, baby. Celebrate you and me. Love will be eternally. There's no way we can go wrong. Celebrate the love we share. Celebrate everywhere. We can do this all night long. Celebrate you and me. Love will be eternally. There's no way we can go wrong. We can't go wrong. Celebrate. Come on. Hey. We can do this all night long. You better do it again. Celebrate.
Where the steppers at?
Celebrate the love we share. Celebrate, yeah. We can do this all night long. We can do it all night. Celebrate.
We got one as you can see. Good friend. And man, I tell you, this guy is a lifesaver as well, because as you know, in the past we had some little issues with our stream and stuff, and he was able to help us out a little bit and get us on the right track. But I want to welcome our guest and friend, Mr. Braulio Guerra is in the house.
Hey.
Let's welcome.
Hey, nice to meet you, everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
What's happening, brother?
Everything is happening, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
You're not bored.
I know, yeah. Several things going on, yeah.
You know?
Sometimes you don't have anything going on, and then sometimes you have everything coming down at once, you know?
But tell us, what is your favorite thing, going on right now?
Music is one of my favorites, I always enjoy all kinds of music. I'm going to all kinds of genres, I literally got just now, pulled into the new style of music that is going on right now. But talking to my friend G over here, jazz, R&B, slow jams, and his music that he's got going on, is so amazing that I was like, I want a chance to be in there, I like that. I like that.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, what is your title?
And also, I'm just a title right now, a producer. I would like to say.
All right. I
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
So, any projects you would like to talk about that you're allowed to talk about in what you're doing, or maybe your business? What kind of business services do you offer?
Well, I have different things going on right now, and the main service right now is to create a new type of company involving projects that I'm talking to G over here that we can probably bring to the Oklahoma City community and try to have a new event coming up here in the next year. We've been talking about some new projects that I believe a lot of people are going to be excited about it. Bringing Facebook, YouTube, and also companies over here that will be willing to collaborate with us to create something like this. And I'm talking about maybe doing some live music, and other events that will be very encouraging for the people. So stay put for that, because there is a lot of things coming up that I believe everybody's gonna like. And I would like for now everybody that is watching the YouTube video, to subscribe and try to get us as much, input going on, and see what you guys would like to see as well here in the public, because a lot of times the people out there, they have ideas, they have something that they want to see, and it just hasn't happened because they never get any input on it, But I think they should bring something and tell us what do they really want to see, based on the actual type of music that is playing.
Okay. All right. That sounds exciting. Remember, I'm not that far away from Oklahoma City, so.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
I
know, Joyce.
Chris,
Joyce and Ray, everyone over here, they can come over to Oklahoma City, because I'm saying, there's going to be some exciting things going on here pretty soon. There's some new projects coming up, so.
Well, I put it like this. The next time I come up to Oklahoma City, I'll let Gary know, because I want to meet you.
There you go.
Hey.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I want to meet you guys face to face too.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I know we will meet.
Yeah.
No
Actually, saw each other, but we didn't meet because you were at a Juneteenth festival. We were off
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think
In
that's
Irving.
just cool. In Irving.
Yes.
But
that was so awesome.
It's just a small world, isn't it?
It's a small world. That's
you
right.
were saying that people were doing electric slide while I was jamming on an R&B song. So
exactly.
by myself.
Yeah.
But that is an indication that people do, like you said, they were hungry for that music.
Exactly.
And it's just something about a festival on a nice warm day, or not in the middle of August, but spring.
Right.
Even in a hot day, that people love to go out and listen to some good music, eat some food that, it's just fun. Even look at visual arts. But I have something to ask you. There are some music festivals that are free, and some that charge.
That's right.
What do you think is the best? To charge, or?
There's a couple of things going on here. Sometimes when the event has to charge, for the event, is because there is more than just the event going on. There may be a cause behind it. There may be just like a setup, the entire setup. It's on the place where the place itself is not gonna do it for free.
Right.
So therefore, there is a charge, for the people to come in. But most of the times, when they're free, it's got to be a good reason behind it as well. And the place where you're doing this event is also donating the place, for this to happen. So, yeah, there's all kinds of things going on in that type of matter, because I'll rather prefer, to go to a free event. I think everybody out there will like to go be like, oh, yeah, there's going to be a show and it's going to be free. I'm all for it,
Yeah, because, once you do them free events, you got a lot of sponsors that's sponsoring that.
Right.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So everybody's still getting paid. It's just for that general public to come in free. But you know, if you're closed in or something like that, and you got a gate there, you know, yeah, why not pay? And
Exactly.
you can still have sponsors.
That's right. That's
Well,
right.
there was one festival in Fort Worth, Texas. It is free because it's partially paid by grant money. Like the bands so you have different kinds of arrangements, and that's why they can do it that way. Because I wondered, like, you know, because some festivals are pretty expensive, over $100, you know, to attend. So like Coachella, I can't even imagine what Coachella costs.
Wow.
Oh wow, yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially after Beyonce blew it up. So.
Well, yeah, no kidding.
When you're talking about grants and stuff
Shout
like
out,
that,
Beyonce.
When you actually talking about those grants, they're getting them from the state because they have an art program, performing art, or the city can give you a grant.
Right.
So you got two grant processes that you can be able to get. Mm-hmm.
But you have to follow their rules. I mean, that's why the union can pay the bands. They pay the band through a grant they received, but one of the stipulations is that it has to be free.
Right.
Exactly.
So,
but you know, when you was talking about the union.
Go ahead, man.
When you was talking about union, I remember the time that if you were in the union, coming from Oklahoma to performing to Dallas, they wouldn't let you play because you wasn't in the union in the Dallas area. You know what I'm saying? Oh, really? Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of places. Yeah, there's a lot of places where they have certain restrictions, you know, and they have to meet before they can let you do any type of show in that area.
Yeah.
And there is other places where it's political, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
So,
that's the whole show.
Exactly. That's a whole other show.
No kidding.
We talk about that all day.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, we're still talking about it. Yeah, but sometimes you have to deal with the force of nature itself. You know, I mean, there is all kinds of weather-related events, you know, that you unforeseen, and it happens. You know, it happens. There's a show going on, and suddenly you have to either stop or move to a different thing because there is some weather going on, and that's the worst one. You know, I heard the last time with Joyce. You know, you had something going on with a tornado going on too. Oh gosh, we were rehearsing for a Tina tribute band that my friend Lala founded, and it's her band. And that was our first rehearsal. My first rehearsal with the horn section. The background had already, and we were in the rehearsal studio. Just the lights went out. Okay, power outage, no big deal. Well, the choreographer, he comes running in the door. Tornado, get down, come in the hallway. And then our alarms go off on our phones. Well, long story short, it hit our building. It touched our building and then landed across the parking lot. There was another strip, and it destroyed, leveled.
Oh my God.
And we just didn't know what we were doing because Jamie said, go this way, crouch. And as we were going down one hallway, the ceiling dipped a little bit, and it was dark, and we could kind of see some debris. So we screamed, and we went to the other side, and there was no safe place, and you could hear the noise and throwing around. Yeah. But not one person was hurt. All of our cars were totaled in the parking lot, but no one was injured. And it was mayhem trying to get out of that area because they blocked streets and had power lines down and utility poles down, and so like a war-torn area. So, but we survived, you know.
Yeah, that's the best thing right there. That's the best thing right there because tornadoes is one of the worst ones that, you know, sometimes you see, sometimes you don't. They just jump around, and that's the worst ones right there.
And that's, I think, and I looked at the path of that tornado online the next day or two. It actually started right behind our building And
Wow.
my son said it just sat there right where you guys are, and that's why we didn't get the warning in time. And when you're in the rehearsal hall and you're kind of insulated, you couldn't really hear it, or you just didn't have time to process it, because when we arrived 2 hours earlier, there was no indication of a inclement weather or tornado or anything like that. So it just came, ripped through Dallas, tore up some other homes, demolished Home Depot. And but nobody in the entire city was injured. We were scared half to death.
I bet, yeah.
Like, what is that? So,
we've been through a lot of those tornadoes here in Oklahoma City too. This is like the scariest, I'm the one that's most scared, I'm the one of those that I need to run, I need to go. Can't hide.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tell me to be in the bunker. I hide.
The thing is, this was a 3.
Right.
That was just a 3, category 3. I can't imagine what a 5 would have done. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That was a 3.
And it would have really affected you guys, since that would have included your building that you were in. That had been a 5.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing will survive that path.
But I guess we was pretty lucky around through here, because everything bypassed Fort Worth.
Man.
Headed on towards the Dallas area. All it done was just rain. Hard. Just white. I looked out the door, lights was on, I'm looking. I said, boy, they finna catch pure hell over there.
Indeed.
You can see it moving. I can see it moving from where I'm at.
That video of it moving on our building. Somebody have one from their apartment. And she told my daughter, I think that's a tornado that hit the building where your mom was. And it was. Wow. And then talk about some spooky stuff. But I'm here.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. Important thing. Definitely.
I'm ready again.
Hey, now, Braulio, tell everybody about some of the stuff that you was telling me a little bit, because of course we didn't get to talk in detail about it, but you used to actually do some singing with a group and stuff too, didn't you?
Oh,
singing with a group, singing with a group. Yes. Lead singer on a group, and this group is over here in Oklahoma City as well, and we're trying to bring that back. We're actually trying to make like a show as well, so that way we can bring the Latin community, because it's a huge Latin community here in Oklahoma City. So we're trying to bring that together as well, because a lot of that is missing here in Oklahoma. Oklahoma's kind of like just now rising out of a big city. It's lacking a lot of groups, a lot of music, a lot of in between what the community wants and what Oklahoma City offers. So if they would like to involve, like our music, and the other groups' music, this will be a great event that we can create here in Oklahoma City. On our group, as a lead singer, we had several performances. One of those actually was also over there on Dallas, and it happens near to one of the events that was happening on the Dallas Event Center. And there was another group playing over there, and talking about having 2 shows going on at once. Sometimes you have a lot of people and they're looking for a certain type of music, and other people look for other type of music. Sometimes you get a show performance where there's like 10 people, and it's because the other show has the bigger artists, somebody that's following a lot of people. It's full in that area, and you come out. But you still have to perform, you still have to go out there and do the show, and you got to make it happen,
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what style exactly do you perform?
It's Latin music, slow jam Latin music. It's a type of genre that a lot of Latin people are not very much known for, because most of the people act like Latin music is the type of music that is the harsh, the band and the a bunch of playing mariachi, But there's more than that. There's more than that in the
Yeah,
Latin,
there's more than
Latin
that.
music.
Yeah.
More than
That-
chicoria.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Because now as far as like the Cuban or Puerto Rican, the merengue type, that
Exactly.
style there.
Exactly.
And it's also now that reggaeton that they're coming out with, and
Exactly.
they're still using that. That's
Yeah.
still strong.
Exactly.
So
I mean, you have
they tweak it here and there to tailorize to that person because if they want to slow it down a little bit, they can do
exactly.
more of a slow rap kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Oh,
And they
yeah.
do the regular speed where they can do the dancing and stuff, and they do the little faster rap or the
Right.
singing and all that. So yeah.
Yeah, you got the reggaeton, you got the salsa, you got the merengue, you have the other one that is a really popular one. It's a kind of like a very fast, but it's not the bandit type of look, and it's not a mariachi look, but it's a mix in between. And a lot of people doesn't know that genre, but it's coming up right now. It's a brand new genre, and I don't really know what they're gonna call it, but but it's out there. Sometimes the music, it's so catchy that they're
Yeah.
coming up with a different concept now.
Yeah.
So it's really weird. But the Latin music is being explored for a long time. It's just a lot of people doesn't know all the genres that there are out there from just the Latin music,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we mostly play slow jam, Latin.
And the thing is that genres are crossing all the time,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
have a difficult. Okay, I can hear a little ska beat in there, but it has a Latin in there, so I don't even know what to call it.
Exactly.
It sounds
Exactly.
like an island reggae, but that
Yeah.
Latin overtone is just really nice. So I see a lot of that happening. Is this R&B
Mix.
or is this whatever? Because I could hear that slow jam R&B. R&B slow jam is like this, but then you hear some undercurrent that goes, oh, that sounds like. And
Right.
The hybrid, nice hybrid.
Yeah, it's a hybrid, big time. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then the other day I heard, but in fact I heard it because they were performing it, and then I looked up the video so I could see the whole video. It was Pitbull with Neo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
in Spanish.
Exactly.
oh,
And I was like, oh, that is so cool. I loved
Yeah.
it. So I was like, I have to, and I watched the video again because it was really cool. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that is
Yeah, Laura.
exciting to me. What is her name? Help me with her name. Shakira?
Oh, Shakira.
Yeah, Shakira.
Shakira?
Shakira. Yeah.
Shakira?
Yeah.
J-Lo are
That's
good.
right. Yeah.
And with the first time I heard her and then I saw her, I said, oh, she and
Yeah.
Beyonce need to get together. And lo and behold, they did. They did.
So they heard you.
Yeah. Thank you for taking my advice.
Right.
First, you know that her and J-Lo are doing the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
They are.
Yeah.
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 Wait.
Mm-hmm. You know that's gonna be explosive.
Yeah, he's actually coming out. Another artist, that I follow a lot is Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars,
Yeah.
G and I love Bruno.
that guy,
Yeah.
he can put a performance. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I've been onto one of his concerts, and oh my God, I mean, that boy can play anything and can sing anything. He's one of the most talented guys I've seen.
It really is.
I love it.
That he's
Exactly.
half, that he's Puerto Rican and black. So
Yeah, he's Filipino. Yeah.
that's right, Filipino. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes, I know
Yeah.
he's Puerto Rican from his dad.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So like, he's got that whole
Yeah.
My
that whole
my
going
cousin,
down.
his
Yeah.
mother of his daughter is Filipino, and he's black. And
Uh-huh.
when she was a little girl, I heard somebody ask her, "What are you?" "I'm Filipino black," and she said it with such pride.
Like, you go, girl.
Yeah. And it just flowed so quickly. I'm sure her parents taught her to be proud of who you are. So she said, "I'm Filipino black," and I'm like, okay. And we were just chuckling about it. Go girl. Yeah, you're right. Go girl. That's right. Be proud of who you are, and what have you. So that's great.
Yeah.
But the culture of music, I love multicultural. I love multicultural.
Yeah.
I was telling them how I went to a wedding, a Hispanic wedding, and
Okay.
What?
my
Story.
niece,
Tell us
she's,
about it.
well, it's my niece. She, married a guy from Mexico. His parents from Mexico. Well, I'm thinking I'm getting some culture at this wedding reception, and I said, it's so white. There was no electric side. There was no no. She laughed and she said, "Well, this church doesn't allow that." And then I got serious. I said, "Well, something's wrong with a church that requires you to deny your culture."
Yeah, that makes you to be
and I really
that
do
you're not.
that. Huh? Say it again.
And force her to be a culture that she's not.
Exactly. I think every culture is beautiful, and we can learn, and we can. My husband and I went to Cinco de Mayo, and we had a great time. We couldn't speak Spanish to save our lives, but I thought it was fun.
But you tore it up.
To kill it.
We went to. There's a famous mariachi band from Mexico.
Nice.
And then the Irving Center, and they were just phenomenal. It was like 15, 20 people, and it was great. I enjoyed it immensely. So I just don't understand why people can't embrace other cultures. Besides, in this country, if you've been here for generations, you got a little something from everywhere in you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh. Yeah. You're gonna have to we know that's another hour or two.
I was gonna say that subject is gonna take another couple hours just to...
Exactly.
We have some stories.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
Back to you, Gary.
Oh well. We're just having fun.
I do have a quick question, though. I do have a quick question, Braulio.
Yeah.
I see the record behind you.
Yes.
Whose record is that?
Michael Jackson.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but
I can see it.
Yeah.
Is this an award?
I see that.
Yeah. It's a purchase, but yeah. I like Michael Jackson music and the Temptation music, the soul music, It's Motown, Motown all along. I've watched the movies, from Motown, and the Temptations movie, man.
Yeah, it was good.
I love it, I love it because you can see the difference of, how the music has changed from back in the days that actually people had to do this type of singing competition to have a place in the stage.
I know.
And back in the days, you had several groups that they will come over, and there will be like little bitty groups singing outside on the street, and they just have to compete to gain and make a better life,
Yeah.
And they were published.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
That's so true. That's so true.
No joke.
Yeah. It's
just I love the concept that that back in the days is just people sing the songs with their heart. Right now you don't see that a lot. You don't see that a lot. You've seen a lot of repetitive, same three phrases, beat, same three phrases, beat, and you're like, okay, that's not music anymore.
Auto tune.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Focus on me.
Yeah.
Song Focus on Me. Over and over. I said, one day I'm going to count how many times she said that.
Let's do a tally, like the little hashtag part things.
Over and over. Focus on me. Focus on me. I said, okay, all right.
Or also, I love it also if somebody comes up with something new and it explodes, and then everybody else is sounding like that because they're copying that one person's sound.
Yeah.
You can't come
that I hate that sometimes because they have to not become so much for the money only, it seems like all this is being made just by the money, but it's not for the music or for the people, because sometimes the people actually are wanting to hear a different music, yes, but when you get the music out there, here comes the other artist, that comes over and it's like, oh, that's my music because it's got the first three bits that sound just like mine, It's like, okay, something's got to give,
Right.
It's not just that.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
Okay.
And what I encourage people when guys said, Joyce, what is it about jazz? He said, I love jazz. I think people love jazz. Why isn't there no more concerts and etc.? I say you have to spend money on jazz. Spend money, buy music, buy tickets. So these people who are in control, if you will, they only care about the dollar.
Right.
All right. So when Taylor Swift announces a tour, people are buying up those tickets like. So that's what they care about, with all due respect. So if they announce a jazz tour, Gerald Albright is coming on a tour, and he sells out tickets. What was it? Garth Brooks sold so many tickets they had to have another concert the next night.
Right.
So at the bottom, if people want to see more jazz, they want to see less of this and more of that. You have to speak with your money.
That's right. That's right.
You have to buy it, and well, it's not about money, but I'm just letting you know what they're paying attention to.
Right.
Or when you create your festivals and whatever you do in Oklahoma City, that encouraging people, hey, come out and buy a ticket.
Exactly.
Just participate. So, but it's kind of hard to do sometimes. I can have events where the turnout is great, and then I come back. It's almost like God is trying to say, okay, ego got to stay down. You come back and stay down. It's just like, but that's what I would encourage people if they ask me, what can we do? And I just say, spend your money. I mean, let's face it, we spend thousands of dollars to create a professional soundtrack to sell for 99 cents. Can you at least spend 99 cents?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't know the effort, and because right now, Gary, we have talked about this on the show. We don't even know if we want to do any more physical CDs.
Right.
We're gonna start these singles.
True.
Why? Because why should we do it? I mean, trying to figure it out. But I tell you what, if every major label and independent artists would pull all their music from Spotify, Pandora, do you know that overnight we can negotiate a better deal where we can be more financially secure in terms of our intellectual property?
Hell, they might even just start opening record stores back up again. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Vinyls, they're making massive comeback, so.
That's true. Yeah. That's true as well.
Trying to, that is true.
Yeah, I actually went to one of the stores over here, and they had ready vinyls for current music, current artists. I think Taylor Swift had a vinyl out there. They were having a vinyl sale for the Beatles and the Eagles, and I was like, wow. I mean, they had a whole collection of new LPs that you can buy now, and because now they actually have the equipment to play them, a lot of people are actually playing them again.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, they got them right downtown Dallas, over by the Blue Stair. They press them up right there.
Yeah.
Up to vinyl right there. Sure do.
And Joyce, you brought up, you brought up Garth Brooks. Well, he has a trilogy that's on vinyl. You can get all his albums on vinyl on one package.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think what brought some of that vinyl stuff back was that a lot of people that were still into their home systems and things like that, they started investing into the old school stuff, like the turntables and things, and it's become a almost kind of, it seemed like to me it kind of started out like almost like a collect, how collectors collect a lot of old memorabilia and all different types of stuff like that, and you do have a lot of people that has kept all of their old albums and things and kept them in pretty good shape. So when the industry started making the turntables and things like that available where you can actually buy them again. I mean, it's just kind of opened up a whole, new thing. Yeah, I'm sure, like a lot of the young people today, they're probably kind of fascinated by it because they wouldn't, they didn't know about it back then. You know what I mean?
Right.
Exactly.
So I can see where there's a kind of an interest in it. And then, of course, all your DJs that, they like to turn,
Yeah, and the hip hop artists, they do the scratching and all that. So they still use the turntable for that.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, the sound itself, the sound itself on on a vinyl is a lot better than just your regular CD or, even digital. Sometimes you hear a little weird noises out there on the background, but the vinyl is a nice sound.
It really is.
It's
nice sound.
It's warmer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
It'll be interesting to see where this goes.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's about 25 minutes past the hour, so what I would like to do is let's go into another small music break and then come back and talk some more before our 30 minutes is up. So we'll do that, and then we'll be right back. So everybody keep it locked for right here on the Indie Live spot.
See you in a bit.
course, if you noticed, Joyce is gone. Joyce has to leave. She has a program or gig tonight that she's got to attend to. So she told everybody, goodbye and everything. So, but of course, it's us, and Braulio's still here with us. Thank goodness, hanging out.
Still here.
Yeah. And then Ray was going into a little rant right before we came on. So
we're laughing.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna get a chance to tell. I guess I'm gonna get a chance to tell this because I was so ranting about it.
Yes.
I went to
How about it,
Mississippi.
Ray?
I went to Mississippi over the holidays and had Thanksgiving dinner with a friend of mine I've known 25 years. So he called me up on, I think it was last Friday, whatever day it was. I can't even remember. He said, man, we're going to a Shrine Ball, what they call a potato ball. So we was going to the ball. So I had to have an escort to go to this ball. Okay. So his brother called a family friend of theirs. Annie Queen. That's her name. Annie Queen.
Annie Queen.
Annie Queen.
I'm sorry, but Henry goes, violins, please, for Ray.
Henry, I tell you, it's a must. I tell you, boy. She, I can understand, a person being, talk about the Bible and stuff like that, but in the whole conversation, even on the phone, you trying to convert somebody, and all of this, all you talked about the Bible and your food. Okay. I'm selling this, I'm doing this, boy, my pickles and stuff like that. Okay. Fine. So we go to the ball. And, well, the chicken was the breast, which I said, we're going to have chicken up in here. So that we did, have the breast. And I thought that chicken was so tender, you cut it with a fork and it was moist. It wasn't dry. You get your green beans, your steamed green beans.
Good.
You got the salad.
I know.
Dude, I still have to bake.
Got my stomach growling. Okay.
So
I'm gonna eat some chicken.
We'll see. All you do is gonna be chicken. Every time you go to one of them sit down dinner, if it's not chicken, it's corn or roast beef. That's it. So she said, I can do better than this. Yeah, I can cook this chicken better than this and these beans. I looked over at her and she laid up everything on the plate. So
show it up, huh?
Then she was hollering about, told the server, can you bake some more rolls over here?
How did you try?
Yeah, I didn't eat any rolls or nothing like that. I didn't eat bread at all. But she, at the whole time at that dinner, she sat down about the food, because she ate the food. Then I said, well, I'm going out there and get me a drink. Had a cash bar outside the door, so I'm going to get me a drink. She looked at me. I don't think you need to be drinking. You driving and all that. I looked at her and said, man, I can have 2 or 3 drinks. It's not going to, I'm not going to be drunk. But I don't want you drinking. I don't want you smoking. I looked at her and said, I'm 70 years old. What the hell are you telling me what I can't do?
Henry put in the chat room, intense crescendo. Symbols. he's playing your soundtrack behind you.
It's doing it. But yeah, boy, I tell you.
Drums.
my goodness.
Well, I tell you,
Wow.
it was something. But everything all in all was really, really nice. And so we went out. We went out to her family home. All the brothers and sisters there at the home. She had 4 sisters stay in the house. Ain't none of them married. And he told BJ, told Julia's wife, tell Ray don't do no cussing. I wasn't gonna cuss.
I'm talking about the
Gonna
cuss.
do that. You know, I know how to act.
Well, sometimes people wonder, right?
Boy, they're trying to tell you what to do and how to act.
How to act.
Man.
I mean, I like to, you know, I'm a leader, you know. I like people following me. I said, this woman's got to be completely out of her wig.
Oh my
Crazy.
God. Wow.
Like I said, we were sitting in the room, man, Juice and DJ. He said, Ray, said, boy, I tell you, these women down there in Jackson, Mississippi, he said, they ain't got nothing to do but cook, and eat. He said, there's gonna be a lot of big women down there.
Oh.
And he was lying, there was a lot of big women. I said, shh. And, you know.
No disrespect. No disrespect.
Boy, when he told me that, what you so? It didn't faze me none whatsoever. But that Aunt Annie Queen, that's the one that got on.
All right.
Just trying to convert me, tell me what I can't do. And riding in my truck. I didn't smoke. But she can't tell me I can't have no drink, and I'm driving. I'm driving. I be the designated driver. You know, I can handle whatever I'm doing. I can handle this. I got her home, got her there, I got her home safe, and got myself back to the hotel safe. So.
All right. Well, shout outs to Annie Queen.
Here it goes closer, Ray. House goes wild.
She might be listening.
She just found you.
But all in all, my weekend of the week, it was pretty good. It was good. It was good. Yeah, that just tripped me completely out.
Well,
I didn't.
You were
I
trying
didn't
to
cuss
hide.
her.
She already found you.
Do what now?
You were trying to hide. She already found you.
Yeah. Yeah, you about right on that one.
Oh yeah.
No, I treat her nice in the whole 9 yards. So she don't tell no man how to really act. She must have told her husband, well, he gone, but she been gone 10 years. She ain't gonna never get her man no more. Talking about she wanted her man to get remarried. I said, shh, don't look at me.
Henry asked you a question, Ray.
What was the question, Henry?
Did you go down to Nutbush city limits?
Do what now?
Did you go down to Nutbush city limits?
No, Henry.
That's something else there.
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh.
It was a trip. That one was a complete trip. Cooking and religion, selling. I'm an entrepreneur. Well, it's okay. Been an entrepreneur cooking and canning and knitting and stuff like that. And you selling them. Shit, there ain't nothing wrong with that. But you ain't got to keep throwing it up there. Hell, I don't like pickles. Don't try to sell me no pickles. I don't even eat pickles. She said, you ought to try these pickles. And I don't eat pickles. You ought to buy it down and take it back to home and somebody might laugh. I don't like bitter, so kick that to the curb.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yes, Henry, the Adventures of Ray.
It's all coming out.
That's a whole other show right there.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, man, I do this all the time, you know. When something like that strikes me, I have to throw it out there. She talked about the food and everything else. Talking about I can do better than this.
So we only got like 10 more minutes before we head out of here, but yeah, Braulio, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about your background as far as now. Where'd you grow up?
Well, I grew up in California most of the time, and being also in Chicago. Chicago is also one of the places where I stayed for a while, and I didn't like it at all.
Oh yeah.
I was there for about 6 months, and that was it. It was a brutal, cold winter.
Yeah.
And that was one of the times that I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. Can do cold.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
No, especially when you get like 10 foot of snow, 10, 12 feet, and it's like, wow, I have to dig my way out of this. Nope.
Yeah, that's
No,
too
it ain't
much.
So how long you been in Oklahoma?
How about 20 years? 20 years in Oklahoma, yeah.
Well, you see in old full season, it get cold there too.
Oh, yeah.
Snow and
Not
ice.
as bad, though. Not as bad.
Yeah, not like
Yeah,
that.
sometimes that's what I'm surprised. Yeah, that's what I'm surprised sometimes, how people here in Oklahoma, they freak out when there's like 1 millimeter of ice. And it's like...
They do. They do.
That ain't nice.
Yeah.
That ain't nice.
No.
It's nothing like Chicago, nothing like the up north states, they get swamped with snow, ice, and brutal blizzards, Not here, Oklahoma. It gets rough sometimes, but not as much.
Right.
I kind of like the weather, it's the variation of the weather.
Yeah.
And sometimes in Oklahoma, we get like all seasons in one day.
Yeah. That is definitely true.
Well, it's just like this morning. It started out 39 here, now it's up to about 61 or 65 here.
Right.
In the Fort Worth area. So it's been
Wow.
nice. Been nice all week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely having some decent weather for December. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, here is, the 7th day of December, and it still have 50 degrees. And, the mornings haven't been that cold, but they start freezing over here. They start like, 34, 40 degrees, and then it just runs up to 60 degrees sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's still good for December.
Mm-hmm.
How January is going to look, or February,
I know. It
Never
kinda
know.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's part of the climate change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That nobody says that there is no climate change and nothing is going on with the environment, but it sure does look weird.
It definitely
The
does.
rain, the cold weather, fire on some places. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Things are going that didn't expect to happen.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot going on.
Sure,
That's
yeah.
for sure.
A lot
That's
of people,
for sure, definitely.
a lot of people ignoring it, but it's definitely happening. So
Right.
yeah.
I'm really hoping that starting next year, we can take off with one of the projects that me and G were talking about, and hopefully we can bring everybody involved, and on the next shows we can tell people a little bit more about it.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure there's going to be some pretty exciting things going on and coming up for all the listeners out there. And like I said, in the last segment, it'll be really nice if everybody out there give us a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
And also, follow us, because there's gonna be a lot of interesting things coming up, and you guys gonna probably be out here in Oklahoma City as well. So
yeah.
meet up and do something, something together.
Definitely.
Including Joyce out there. I'm pretty sure she's listening to us. But
yeah. Because like I said, it's Oklahoma definitely has a lot of things to offer, and there is, like I said, there's a lot of great talent here in Oklahoma as well, and then of course all of the network artists that we know throughout the different other states and things. I'm sure that if the opportunity is right for them, they would definitely like to be involved with it as well.
Exactly.
And stuff. So we will definitely keep everyone posted to the things that we have in mind. So for sure. Looks like we got about 4 more minutes. So
okay.
Just like to thank everybody for tuning in today, and I'm glad to be back on. I had a few things going on in our life that one of the deals you just can't help. So yeah.
Right.
And and also we talked briefly a little bit, Braulio, before you came on about all the copyright issue stuff that's been going on with both of the.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, that was a little discussion we had a little bit earlier, but we're going to talk a little bit more about that too when we come back next week as well. And we're going to be looking into what we can do to stop some of that stuff that was happening in some of the places as well. And so what I'm going to do is monitor today whenever this stream finished and complete, because I went on and started to stream over at Facebook too, so it's actually streaming live at Facebook as well. But
awesome.
But I want to go back later and check and see if the same stuff that was happening the week before, see if it's happening this week too. Just to kind of do. But there was a guy that I follow, who I'm subscribed to on a YouTube channel. That his name is Nick Nimmin. And him and his brother, they help people with all types of YouTube issues, anything to do with YouTube and live streaming and video making and all that kind of stuff. They have a really cool platform. I think it's called TubeBuddy. Yeah, that's it. But anyway, he has a deal that says ask. You can send like messages of some things that are happening that you.
Right.
Need some guidance on. You can send messages in, and sometimes it takes them about a couple of days to get back to you. But I sent all that information as far as what was being going on, and see if I get some response from him. I'm just curious to know what he has to say about some of that stuff that's happening, because they're pretty bright on a lot of this stuff. They got a really big thing going on over there, what they do, servicing and helping folks in this community of YouTube. So hope to hear some of that information, and I'm continue to look at, because that's my whole deal. I was just trying to find a direct contact to some of these folks instead of, because it seemed like whenever I was doing the search, it was just almost every time it tried to direct me to community forum, and get my answers that way, and I don't want to do it that way. I want to get a direct answer somewhere,
Right. I want to talk to a human being.
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll see how that all that goes. But anyway, I want to wish everybody have a great weekend, and please definitely join us next week and the weeks beyond. And we want to thank Braulio as well for coming through and hanging out with us again today. And of course, hope you hang out with us more often. And again, thanks for helping us be able to do a successful stream without our faces freezing up everywhere.
A lot of buffering happening too.
I know. Yeah. Well, thank you for having me, guys. And like I said, I'll be more than happy to join you guys in the next broadcast as well, and we can talk more about.
Hope you've froze.
Uh-oh.
You froze? No.
Yeah. Look like you froze.
And we can talk a little bit more, and like I said, I'm glad for you guys having me over here on the show.
Absolutely. Okay. And we got most of that, Braulio. You froze up on us there for
Yeah.
For a bit.
Yeah, for a
Yeah.
few seconds.
I'm back.
But you're back. Yeah.
Right.
But we'll definitely get together again on this, and for sure. So.
All right.
But that's all I got, Ray and Grizz. What do y'all have? Y'all have anything?
Now, Miss Open Lee with the Juneteenth organization. She is doing her walk in California today. She's 92 years old, and she's up there in Wisconsin, Ohio. She's been out in Vegas and D.C. Well, she is doing her thing for the Juneteenth celebration and everything. Huh? Yeah.
It's all right.
Mm-hmm. But that's all I have for now. But tell you what, see you later. See you later. Bye.
There you go.
All right. Bye, everyone.
All right, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Have a good weekend.
Out there. Invite a friend for next week, whether if we're just going to be us again or if we actually have a guest, we'll let you know either way. But since the holidays are here, it's kind of hard to get people to come on the show, but we're still working on it. So, like I said, be safe out there. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next week.
All right.
Ciao.
All right, everybody. Enjoy yourself, and we'll see you next week. Take care.